Week 2, didn't get drunk this week, so just gonna go ahead and knock this out. I did some Fox News this week. That was just painful. Started out with Chris Wallace, which I guess is the best interview of the week, so that was a good one to start out with. All we're talking about is the wall and the shutdown. That's all we're talking about. That's all we have to talk about. Shutdown and the wall. Two different sides, everybody yelling at each other. It's not much to talk about. Chris Wallace started out with the Sarah Huckabee Sanders interview, which he just killed her. It was awesome. And then he killed a Democrat after that. And then he had a round table on, which was kind of painful. So let's go into the wall. Talking about drugs coming over the wall, which if we're talking about things that actually kill Americans, we're talking about opioids. That's coming from Afghanistan. That is controlled by American military. Therefore, it is rather coming in our companies, pharmaceutical companies, or it's coming over via CIA or some hard military, because we control all the area that makes opioids. So the opioid crisis is our fault. Heroin crisis is our fault. Terrorists coming over, that seems a little ridiculous. We don't think anybody actually is coming over the wall that are terrorists. And we pretty much know that. They come in through airports, they come in through Canada. Why would they come through Mexico? That's ridiculous. And criminals, well, that's been debunked so many times. We don't need to debunk this anymore. Why do we still have to keep debunking things? Everybody should know that imported American citizens, people who actually get here, do not commit crimes like people who were already here. So, they're just talking about politics. We're talking about, Fox is talking about they hate the Dems. You turn on the other side, it's your guys' fault, it's Trump's fault. Everybody's trying to blame somebody else for this. Interesting thing about Fox was they're talking about the left-wing side of the party, which seems to indicate when they're against the left-wing side of the Democrats that they know that the Democrats are not actually left, and that there's a upcoming left in the Democrats. So that was interesting to see from Fox News. Very eye-opening that they're calling out the left side of the Democrats, scared of the left side of the Democrats, and that the far left's controlling things when the Democrats haven't been left, they're center, and Republicans are center. The new Republicans are right, but they're all just in the same corporate pockets. And then the beginning of the week was jumping on Warren for her announcement to run president, and I could care less about all of this. The interesting thing to me was that how they really jumped on her wanting board members and companies to be workers, and they really thought that was horrible. They think that the board members should be looking out for the owners, as if you own a handful of stocks that you're a part owner, which you're not. That stock is just a pyramid scheme, and all this is just a way for them to be controlling in the eyes, because unless you're a major holder, stocks mean nothing. You don't actually get dividends off of ownership. You sell and buy like a pyramid scheme. It's basically worth nothing. If the company actually crashes, the brick and mortar stock, it means nothing. So for them to talk about ownership being a bad thing, or non-owners to be on the board as a bad thing, and the workers to be on the board, helping out the employees instead of the owners, that's a ridiculous argument. And the Fox News people are looking like assholes when they're doing that. So Fox News was painful this week, and I should have got drunk for this, but I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have been coherent. I would have been very mad. It was a painful week. Fox News, I think you guys need to be bunked a lot. Debunk, debunk, debunk.